In this video, we'll show you how to set up a review workflow using Breeze Document Management. Review workflows help you keep your content fresh by regularly checking for outdated pages. Breeze makes this simple, automatically marking pages as review required if they need attention, or as archivable if they're no longer needed. The setup is easy to follow yet flexible enough to meet high standards, including compliance frameworks like ISO 27001. To create a review workflow in Breeze Document Management, open the app and click Workflows. Then click Create Workflow to open the workflow editor. To set up a review workflow, we'll focus on two main sections: Pages to Review and Pages to Archive. The section Pages to Review defines when a page is considered outdated and should be marked as Review Required. You can choose to base the review on either the page activity or a fixed review interval. If you select Page Activity, a page will be marked as Review Required if it hasn't been updated or viewed for a specified number of days. You can configure this with two fields: Days Without Update and Days Without View. In most cases, Days Without Update is the more important setting. That's because Breeze can access the update history of Confluence, while view tracking only starts from the day Breeze is installed. Alternatively, you can base page reviews on a fixed interval. In this case, a page will be marked as Review Required if its last review is older than the number of days defined in the Days Without Review field. To avoid flagging all older pages immediately, you can optionally set an earliest review date. This delays the first review for pages that have never been reviewed with Breeze before. If left empty, pages will only be marked for review when they exceed the defined review interval. Once the review conditions are set, you'll need to decide who should be notified when a page is marked as Review Required. Breeze offers two ways to configure notifications and define reviewers. First, you can choose from a predefined list of roles. Space Owner notifies the space owner as set within Breeze. Page Owners notifies both the official Confluence page owner and any additional owners you've assigned in Breeze. This is our recommended option for a reliable and flexible notification setup. Page Creator notifies the user who originally created the page. For most scenarios, we recommend avoiding this option. Since the page creator can't be changed in Confluence, and older pages may have been created by users who've since left your company, notifications might no longer reach anyone. Last Contributor notifies the person who last edited the page. All Contributors notifies everyone who has ever updated the page. Second, you can define individual notifications. This allows you to pick specific users who should always be notified about reviewable pages, regardless of their role. If you want to learn more about assigning space and page owners in Breeze, check out the documentation. The next section, Pages to Archive, allows you to define when pages should be marked as archivable, a useful way to identify content that's no longer needed and may be ready for cleanup. Just like before, you can set conditions that mark pages as archivable if they haven't been updated or viewed within a defined time frame. You can configure who gets notified about these pages using the same role-based and individual notifications options as in the review section. If you want to automate the cleanup, you can enable auto-archiving. This means Breeze will automatically archive or delete pages that remain in archivable status for a defined number of days. Simply set the days in archivable status, then choose the desired action, either archive or delete. Please note, auto-archiving requires that Breeze has archiving permissions for the spaces the workflow is assigned to. Once you've set up your rules and notifications, give your workflow a proper name and click Save. Before a review workflow can begin identifying outdated content, it must be assigned by a space admin to one or more Confluence spaces. To do this, open the Overview component in Breeze. Click Assign Workflow and choose the workflow you've just created. Then click Assign Workflow again to confirm. From this point on, the workflow rules will automatically apply to all pages in the assigned space. Please note that the space home page is always treated as up-to-date because Confluence doesn't provide the necessary page information for Breeze to evaluate it. While review workflows apply to all pages in a space by default, Breeze also supports customizing review rules for specific pages and their descendants. This gives you flexibility, for example, to review various parts of a space more frequently. To learn how to customize workflows, check out the Breeze documentation. That's it! You now know how to set up a review workflow in Breeze Document Management, defining when pages need to be reviewed or archived, and who gets notified. To see how review workflows are executed in practice, be sure to check out our other videos on executing review workflows and reviewing pages. Thanks for watching.